Hi Gemini, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Gemini is Tvillingarna in Swedish. I'm Swedish, so I will use a few Swedish words here and there where I feel like maybe the English needs some clarification. Gemini, I'll just dive right into your reading. We have just come out from the full moon in Pisces, which I feel like it's sort of, it was beautiful and the energy is still beautiful, but I feel like we're almost recovering from it. It was so overloading, maybe not the moon, but the energy, the expected energy around this moon in itself was like so huge, so large that it's like, feels like that was a huge party and I'm still recovering from it. So it's not a recovery in the heaviest sense or in the depressive sense or things like that, but it is a recovery. And I still feel, like I said, if you're a newcomer, is welcome so very much. I just said, and I kept saying, and I keep saying, September feels like the big shift. September is like leaning more towards 2020 than, of course, because it's on the like later side of the months. But I feel like August, even though August like should belong to more towards 2020 because it's more in that direction than I think June is the midpoint. I feel like July and August still, felt like past 19, 18, 17, like in the past. And now coming into September, that is more of 2020, if that makes any sense. So it's like it's going to be a tipping point. All through of September is like a tipping point, and for sure this full moon in Pisces was a tipping point. And maybe you feel it, maybe you hear it, see it already, can taste whatever shifts happen there. Maybe you've seen results physically, maybe you haven't, but then you probably feel it like on the insides. Okay guys, I do three cards at the same time because it gives me a bit of a story. And then I clarify if I feel like it needs clarification, and usually I go into an extended reading. So let's see what's going on in the kitchen. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Wow. Okay. I'll show you the cards first. So the basic energy for the upcoming week, or for the few following weeks, is resilience, rise above tribulations. And I also call this card my Cinderella card. And then we have moving forward, get ready for positive change. Yay! And then we have the gorgeous, gorgeous card, good fortune, invite magic in. I just love that card. Okay, give me just a moment to feel into what is going on here. Yeah, it's like a beautiful journey. It's like a process. And I think we've talked about this before. Maybe. That's very vague, is it? We've maybe talked about this before. Okay, so the first card out for your basic energy. I feel like you're still overcoming something. There's something happened in your life and you're still overcoming it. It's like maybe you're overcoming a bad breakup. Maybe you're overcoming some health issues, overcoming having to let go of something, shifting something that you sort of, it was the right time, but you're still somewhat overcoming it. It's like you're not, hold hostage or captive or fängslad. Or anything like that. It's not like you're stuck there, but I feel like you're still at times rethinking about it, or like, can you say that? Rethinking? You're sometimes thinking about it. It sometimes comes up in your mind and you sort of have to overcome it again, or you sort of have to find better feeling thoughts around it in order for you to move on or move forward, if that makes sense. And I feel like you're still doing that somewhat, and in that, like with the full moon happened just recently, and just a humongous full moon there, you're working on it, and you're doing such a great job. And with the Cinderella card, it also is like you're a bit torn in between. Cinderella had her wish and it came true, but at midnight it was taken away from her. And only at the very end, with a lot of more struggle in between, she got her prince. I mean, I feel like you are torn between, is it going to be taken away from me at midnight, or am I actually going to have my prince / princess? Like, or a situation, whatever it is that you're going for. You are a bit back and forth here. And with this card coming out, with the Cinderella card, it is telling, with the upcoming card, is telling that no, it is yours to have. Whatever you're trying to get over, you will get over it, and you will get a brand new start. Can you say that? You will not only have a brand new start, you will have such a more beautiful start due to what you overcame, if that makes sense. If you've been really well, if you've been feeling well in your body and you got a sickness, you got ill somehow, you got a flu. After the flu, the body is actually more well than it was before it got sick, if that makes sense. Every cell then upgrades itself into a weller place. The same thing here. Whatever you overcame, whatever thing you went through has an upgrade in itself, has like the more potential, more wisdom, more beauty, more abundance. Like on the other side of that, it's just more of what you want, what you truly want, and you're overcoming it as we speak, meaning it leads you into what it is that you want. And so if you have felt the feeling of it's taken away from you at midnight, and maybe you have like had the experience even that it is taken away from me, you have even more so planted, I want something that stays, I want something that sticks, I want something that if it's a relationship, I want forever. If it's a relationship and you felt like, no, I was, left, and it was very temporary and it was very brief, tillfälligt, väldigt kort. And you have asked for longevity, you have asked for eternity, forever, that's the thing. Now we're somewhere in between. It's going to be taken away from me at midnight, or I'm going to get my prince or princess, and it's going to last. Like, we're going to live happily ever after. You're somewhere torn in between there. I'm here to tell you, you don't have to be torn. Just let those old emotions come up, let those old thoughts come up, and then sort of just look at them and sort of almost laugh at them a bit. Yeah, I know, guys, that you're here. It only makes sense because I was there a reason ago. I was there a moment ago, and it really, it had my energy, but I've asked for so much more. And so you cute thoughts, you can go away. Like, I'm doing good. I can, I'm overcoming this. And then we have the next card out, which is moving forward, get ready for positive change. You're getting ready for positive change, Gemini. It's like something beautiful, beautiful, beautiful is coming out of all of this. And I feel like she's my Statue of Liberty because she has like all these spikes on her head. Looks like the Statue of Liberty, which is Frihetsgudinnan. And so it is it is a sort of freedom that you've been asking for. You've been searching freedom, which means you maybe have felt hostage when it comes to, yes, I just realized what I talked about last week. You've struggled, a lot of Geminis have struggled a lot financially. And that means you struggled a lot with your self-worth. And so you are coming into understanding now who you are, that you're a freaking princess or prince, and you get to keep the title even after midnight, because that's who you are. Like, you're worth everything. And now you're starting to feel like the powerhouse, the polar bear, and you're coming out of a somewhat stagnant or overcoming situation, and you're going to defrost. You're going to feel warmer and warmer and freer, which means there's a lot of abundance in it. So whether that's money coming in, or whether that's support coming in, or however that's going to, play out or show itself, you are moving into a way, 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 way better place. And if that even is moving meaning to an actual different house, or moving to a different country or state or city, you are moving to a better place. And that's both, I feel, internally, but it can also be externally. Okay. Then being the process, I don't know, like whether am I going to keep it, is it going to be taken away from me, am I going to be fine financially, abundantly, is it always going to be a struggle, like somewhere in between here. And now we're moving forward, and we're getting more and more stable, and know where we're going. You're getting ready for the positive change. You're feeling more and more free, like freedom, and coming out of this heaviness, and just relying on the self-worthy feelings you start to feel, coming into this gorgeous little lady, which, don't confuse it with the lady, it can also be a man. That is the freaking rainbow piercing right through you. That is not like there's a rainbow in the back. No, the rainbow is coming through you. So you have done some pretty good job at your frequency, not your frequency because that's unique to you, but well, maybe some of you guys have been able to shift it. I'm not judging anybody, or I'm trying to be as open as I can in this transformational period in time. I want to say you have done a pretty good job at, Jesus, I'm sorry. You've done a really good job at shifting your vibration. Your vibration has gotten higher and higher and higher, and your energy has gotten clearer and clearer and gooder and gooder. And you found a place where you're actually starting to feel, whether it's a fake it till you make it feeling, or whether you're actually starting to feel like, I am worth it. I'm way more beautiful than I gave myself credit for in the past. Maybe I've, looked down at myself, been really picky. If you're a woman, that's usually a lot around weight and appearance. If it's a man, it's usually a lot about providing, being able to provide for somebody, and just let that old regime or old shitty thoughts just go, just make them disappear, because it's such a bullshitty, I'm so sorry for the language, but it's just makes me puke. You are gorgeous, 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 whether you're a woman or a man, and you have what it takes to provide for yourself, and there's no need for providing for anybody else, because they can take care of themselves. And if they don't know it, they're about to find out. You are on your way into this gorgeous, gorgeous energy where you're going to start to physically feel more beautiful. You're going to feel, and if you don't, it's not, well, maybe for some, you're going to stand in the mirror going, dang, it's not that bad. I'm actually quite gorgeous. But it's like a feeling of just shining and just feeling proud of yourself, and feeling like I'm someone to deal with. I'm somebody to reckon with. I'm somebody that people should really want a piece of. That sort of feeling, like you really matter, and you've started to really feel it. And it feels like you take no crap anymore, and literally, because it's so around you. This is such you. It's only one person here, and it's you overcoming things. It's you coming out of something, and it's you blossoming into this beautiful, gorgeous rainbow. So it's around you, and the evolvement that you've done, and what you now come into is like, yeah, you don't question things anymore, and you don't, I was on my way to say take crap first from somebody else, but you also don't take crap from yourself. It's like those lame feelings and thoughts that you couldn't go it alone, or you couldn't survive financially, or you couldn't survive maybe in a relationship, or maybe holding down a job, or feeling really good at something. It's like you've talked yourself, or you're heightened the vibration to the point where you start to feel this now. And it's a process. So if you haven't started to feel it yet, this might be at the very beginning of the week, and this is at the very end of the week. Don't get, bogged down now when I say this might be at the very beginning of this month, and this might be at the very beginning of next year. Just know for a fact that this is the movement, this is the progress, and that is freaking awesome. If this message resonated with you, you might want to come to the extended version. I'll look deeper into this. Let's see where you're going and what more we can find out about it. If you felt like that was enough, then thank you so much for watching. I want to keep thanking you for the donations that has started to come into this channel. It means the world to me. It really helps me, whether how small it is. It helps me financially. It really, really does. But also helps me like on an energy level. It just feels like it matters for you guys that I'm actually doing this, that it actually makes a difference, because it's a bit tough now in the very beginning before the vision I have, before it sort of blows open. So thank you for investing. I truly, 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 truly appreciate it. So if you want to come to the extended, then I'll see you there, or I hopefully see you in a week. Take care, guys. Bye.